What's up guys, welcome back for another Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Duel video. The new Rokket cards, or a couple of new Rokket cards from the structure decks, from the structure deck have been revealed. Like earlier today, the cards seem quite nifty. Not top tier material, but it's definitely quite solid. A new fusion card for Rockets, a new polymerization. Like cards, a new Link monster for Rockets, which is definitely quite solid. This new one, Guardragon, I believe the name is, a Link 2, which can be made with any dragon type monster, so quite generic, but one of them needs to be a Rokket monster. Okay, but then again, it's quite easy to get on the field, because, you know, like, look at the deck list, right? 50 cards in the main deck, the deck definitely needs work. I'm not your, like, 100% pro Rokket player, but again, the deck definitely needs work. 50 cards, somewhat justified because there are a couple of bricks, quote-unquote bricks here in the main deck. I mean, cards you don't want to open with, like Dragon's Ravine. You want to search it out off of your, you know, your Link 2. Your Link 2 Dragunity monster, for example, right? Then there is the Darkworm, small Darkworm engine with its Supreme King. The Supreme King is also another card you want to open with. You want to search it out off of your Darkworm. But basically, at least these new monsters for Rockets. I mean, I'm still playing with Guardragons. I don't think. I don't feel that a pure build is strong enough. Okay, it's okay, I guess, but the Guardragons here with Rockets, things go together. Again, it gives the deck more, especially like an explosive first turn setup. Again, I don't need to explain the new. Well, I don't need to explain Guardragons, right? But these the new cards, the new polymerization like cards for Rockets, is a quick play as well, so you can potentially pop, and it's not using your monsters, your Rockets or Darks, right? For just generic fusion material, it destroys them. Again, for your fusion summon here. Again, a quick play spell card, so you can potentially interrupt like your opponent's plays, and this new fusion card is basically a scrap dragon during your opponent's turn, during your own turn as well. Again, it's basically a scrap dragon, targets one monster on your side of the field. You can potentially target itself and then one card from your opponent. The beautiful part here is that, and that's one of those reasons why I think I should be main decking more of, or at least more copies of the fusion monster, is it also has a graveyard effect. Banish itself to reborn a Dark Link monster from your graveyard, but I believe during that particular turn that Dark Link monster cannot activate its effects. But it's good, again, it gives you some extra advantage, I guess. But again, one of those reasons why I think I should be main decking more of the fusion card, but again, there is no space in the extra deck, so feel free to leave feedback about that. Again, going first, don't worry, going first, going second here in this replays. Again, one of the new cards, ever since I last playtested Rockets, has been like a couple of months, I think, quite of a long time, is, what is it called, the Linger's Dragon, I believe, it's a Link 2. Again, at any point, if you special summon a Rokket monster, you can special summon that particular Link 2 to your side of the field, and then, well, if it's sent to the graveyard after that, it will banish itself. So, it's just an extra Link 2 monster to somewhat facilitate the potential Link 4 Link summon. Again, going for Borreload, Borreload, right? Those boss monsters, boss extra deck monsters here in this situation. And if your opponent does have like an attack position monster or a monster that did not declare an attack during that particular turn, you can pop that card and I believe deal burn damage to your opponent as well. So it's definitely a very interesting card. It can be one of those cards that your opponent like forgets and then boom, you special summon a Rokket during the end phase, and then you can immediately drop this Link 2 beast next to it, and then again threaten your opponent with the potential Link 4 Link play, right? Anyway, going first against Salomon Great, and this opening hand wasn't that fantastic. The field spell, well, the field spell can be good, especially going second, but going first, it's well, I guess it's fine. It gets you at least two Rockets on your side of the field, but that's basically it, right? And that's still the problem of this deck, is the potential chance of minusing yourself. Well, it's not really the most optimal Link/Synchro deck. Sadly, that's not the case. I think I was in a good position, well, in decent position, but yeah, top decking the what is it called, the World Chalice Reborn card. He does have the Infinity Barrier, what is it called, the Roar, I believe the name is. And that's game over, I guess, right? Normal summoning the Foxy Netsu, the Rota for Salmon Great, and now he's able to, you know, just special summon multiple monsters, and eventually, okay, I don't think he's going for, or can go for game, yeah, Roar again, and he's going to start out Rage. Rage can potentially threaten, yeah, now the field spell is good. He's not, he's not going for Boral Sword, that's fine, I guess. He'll just go for game later. This is not a top deck, so try to get a special summon during the end phase, but nope. Yeah, whatever, right? It doesn't really matter too much. Going second this time, this was a fantastic duel, very long duel. Going second again, my opening hand is quite decent. 50 cards, right? I think that's fine, again, for this particular deck. Well, again, feel free to leave feedback. There are some cards that, well, like 44 or 45 cards feels like the most optimal thing. Again, not running 40 cards due to the couple of potential brick cards. But anyway, so going second, ABC's definitely going to use Impermanence because of the ABC Dragon Buster. Already have the Fusion card, the Collapse Serpent, why Burstar Engine is so good. You know, gives you the opportunity to go for the potential Guardragon place, right? We all know that. Going for Romulus, I believe the name is potentially Searching Dragon's Ravine. He does use Impermanence, that's fine. I can just go for the Guardragon shenanigans, but I don't think I can go for game, even with the Rokket that like destroys all, you know, cards from your opponent in the same column. But again, I don't think I can potentially go for game. Well, this deck, there are also so many decision trees you have to make, so mistakes can definitely happen. Anyway, so there it is, yeah, going to destroy all the cards in the same column with the level 4, I believe the name is, but still have that synchro, quote-unquote, Guardragon play. You know, definitely go for Borreload Dragon, MVP, or should be MVP against ABCs, cannot be targeted, right? Gain control of another monster from my opponents because of the Fusion, right? I can potentially go for the Fusion here during my opponent's play, or use, let's say, Borreload targeting the level 4 Rokket to potentially pop something from my opponent. But the Twin Twister, small bummer, I guess. So just going for the quote-unquote Rokket Scrap Dragon Fusion, right? Again, you have the option to Scrap Dragon something during your opponent's turn, but he does, well, long story short, he's going for his third copy of ABC Dragon Buster that's able to get rid of my Synchro. Small bummer, right? But Borreload is still on the field, getting the Surge during the end phase, and I'm definitely going to drop the Dangerous. I believe the name is here on my side of the field as well. Threatening my opponent, I guess. He still has the effect, so going for Boral, what is it called? Boral Sword? Was it an option, right? Due to ABC Dragon Buster, so just go into the battle phase and, yeah, chain with the quick play Scrap Dragon effect of the Fusion card from the, you know, the Rokket Fusion. Desires is quite of a nifty top deck, and Excite at Night as expected. The field spell maybe was a mistake on my part, right? But yeah, maybe a hasty mistake. So the Ash Blossom, and now I went from a very solid field to nothing. So I'm definitely going to set the Ash Blossom here with that ginormous defense. And he's not able to get it, or at least attack over it. But okay, so this is going to turn into like a small stall game, grindy game. He's through his engine. No ABC Dragon Buster, no ABC monsters left. Finally draw like a Guardragon monster. No. A Rokket monster, right? Special summon the big beatstick or big defense monster, since, you know, what can he do? Like a big Link 2 play is not an option, maybe a big Link 3 play if he does opt, or if he's able to draw into another monster, but finally draw into like any of my reborn cards, or basically another Rokket monster. The Impermanence definitely very solid to negate the Twin Twister, and boom, drop the Borreload Savage Dragon, and now this should be my duel. I have a couple of negates ready, and the potential Ash Blossom here in my hand. The Monster Reborn definitely was a solid top deck on his part, but again, the Savage Dragon would just negated that, right? And now it's just a matter of time that I'll just eventually win this duel. So a very grindy game, but yeah, maybe it was, well, I wanted to say a bit too quickly with the ABC Dragon Busters, but I guess you didn't really have an option. So it like over the face down set, Ash Blossom, drop the Destrudo in my graveyard, and the Foolish is not going to help out. So this time, last duel going second, Ash Blossom, immediately Ash Blossom. The Oviraptor sets the one bluff here, as we see. But yeah, going second, this deck can be quite strong. It can play around one hand trap, two hand traps might be a little bit too difficult, but you know, quite fragile, but the Collapsed Serpent Y Burstar engine is very strong, especially going first. Feels like danger in some way of giving you the extra link summons, and here in this case going for the Guardragons, and now again Child's Play, same combination. I mean there are definitely more combos. Let me know, I'm definitely interested in other combos. Most of the time I opt to go for the Link 2 first, that Link 2 Dark Dragon, and then go for, you know, Yugioh, and if there is the opportunity eventually, well, you can just drop your Link 2 and upgrade into Borreload or Borrel Sword, right? But again, like always, feel free to leave feedback. 50 cards. I want to drop maybe a couple of more cards, drop it to like maybe 46, 45, 44. But again, it feels justified running over 40 because of those couple of bricks. The new support, quite solid, especially for Rockets, right? But I think we can expect more cards from the structure deck. Not really sure about this. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a card or like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.